Hello guys, welcome back to another video from the Hobby Desk with Rob. I'm Rob, and today we're talking about the Phalanx 2024 show that was just this weekend, just gone in St Helens and put on by the St Helens Spartans gaming group. Now, I've never been to a Phalanx show before, so I didn't really know what to expect, because I'll be honest, as much as I'm into my wargaming and miniatures, I've not really been to that many conventions or things like that. In fact, I think this was probably my first sort of big convention. Been to a lot of small sort of local tabletop sales, like the Wirral War Boot and the Penkridge one, the Penkridge War Games sale. They're held a few times a year. They're usually really good place for a bargain, good place for a catch up with old friends and, you know, people in the industry, small independents, things like that. But yeah, so we went to Phalanx. Now, hopefully as I'm talking here, I'm going to have a few pictures and things come on over the screen, so you're not just staring at my trusty cutting mat. I actually went to Phalanx with my son, who's 7. It was his first ever sort of convention as well, and I'll be honest, he's not that great with busy places, loud noises and things like that. You know, a bit overwhelming, and it's a bit overwhelming for me as well at times, to be fair. But he did really well, and he was excited to go. I was excited. It was nice, bit of dad and lad time. Just us, and no, it was good. They had some really good participation games on. There was a big game in Napoleonic in 54mm that really caught our eye, and my son was in awe of it, to be honest. I don't think he's ever seen so many, as he put it, toy soldiers on one table. So that was really cool to see. There was a really cool game being demoed by a local gaming club, the Beacon Gaming Club, I think it was, called DAC Attack. That looked really interesting. It was some sort of it was like an SAS raid. Obviously set during the African campaign, and there's cards, I believe, that are randomised, and as you move past them, you turn a card over, and that's how many German soldiers in that building shooting at you and things like this. And it looked really exciting. The whole sort of SAS raid idea, especially if we've recently watched Ungentlemanly Warfare as well, so that's fresh in the mind. And I'm a big World War II history lover anyway. But yeah, so went round Phalanx. It was a really good show. Really busy. We got there we were there about 15 minutes before the doors opened. There was a queue outside, and we managed to find a parking space, things like that. It was £5 to get in for adults, which was bargain. Kids are free, which is always good. Always nice. Love things like that. I believe all the proceeds of the show go into, obviously it must be going to hall hire, things like this, but also just keeping their club going. And I believe their club's been going for probably a couple of decades, possibly. Could be wrong there. If I am, I'll try and put a little annotation on. But yeah, so it was about a 40-minute drive from where I live. So I thought, right, we'll go to this, we'll check it out. And I had a look at the trailer list and thought there's a few people there I'm interested in seeing. Having a chat with and see what's on offer. So yeah, we got there and I made a few purchases. Not many, to be fair. I was quite restrained. But yeah, I'll show you what we got now. So my first purchase was where are we? Went over to War Bases, and it was Last Chance Saloon. So as you may know if you've seen some of my videos on the channel, I'm currently working my way through the Dead Man's Hand Redux starter set from Kickstarter. I need a saloon. This was there, and I'll be honest, it was my son that pointed it out and said, that looks cool. And I said, yeah, it does. And I was like, for only £10, I was like, let's do it. So it's from their Cactus Creek range, 28mm scale, fits Dead Man's Hand nicely. Looks like it's just 2 sheets of MDF. Going to be a nice kit to put together. Get some paint on, customise it a bit. But yeah, so pick that up, £10. Bargain in my eyes. The other thing we picked up was from a company called Tiger Miniatures. Now, I've not come across these before. I did pick up their card. Let me just find it. Yeah, they had a demonstration game on as well, and for the life of me I couldn't tell you what it was for. That's terrible, I should have made a note. But yeah, they do some really cool metal miniatures. That's Tiger Miniatures there, 28mm war games, figures. They had a little box of what I believe were possibly some sort of miscasts, things like that, but they were 50p a miniature. I can't resist a bargain. I'm sure all us war gamers can't. So I had a little sift through. I thought, need a bit of cleaning up. But I thought for a civilian or just an extra gun hand or something, you know, my Wild West town. There's one he'll do there. Another one, this one I picked up, I had a look at him. My son picked it up and looked at it and just thought he looked funny because he's quite short. So I was like, yeah, great, you know, we'll pick him up. A little bit tidied up needed, but you know, for what I need it for, I'm not worried about him being pristine. And for 50 pence, can't go wrong. Then I also spotted a prospector. What Western town doesn't need a prospector? You know, he's got his pan on his back, his shovel. You know, looks great. He's going to look pretty cool painted up. But again, a little bit of tidying up needed, but he's a metal miniature. What do you expect? And then we spotted another prospector with his pan out. A little bit of a surprised expression on his face there. Yeah, so you know, we get these painted up, tidy them up, and they can just go into the pool of dead man's hand, sort of NPCs or townfolk to be around, depending on what's going on. My only other purchase, because I was very restrained to be fair, and this is something that I spotted on, it was on a Facebook group a while ago now. Someone had posted up saying, oh, they'd seen this, they were going to another convention, but they didn't end up picking one up. I thought, that's cool, and something just stays in your mind. It's from a company called Grubby Tanks, and it's a 28mm scale crashed Blackhawk helicopter. Now it's cast, it's a solid piece of resin, it's resin cast. You know, so we'll look at it, details lovely on it. Crash wall at the back there. I believe it's based on the whole idea of was it Mogadishu and Black Hawk Down? Please correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so we've got a nice resin cast Crash Black Hawk there. And that's going to go with my partner got me a Black Hawk helicopter kit, a non-crashed one, for Christmas, which I need to put together. So this is going to be the crashed equivalent when it inevitably comes down in our games. But yeah, this was my purchases from Phalanx 2024. Again, there were many traders there. Many games. You know, there's your big traders, the likes of Mantic Games were there. Obviously, War Bases were there. Who else was big that was there? I'm sure I'm going to forget. Warlord Games, you know, for your historicals, things like that. Pendragon were there. They're really cool. They did some really cool MDF stuff as well. And they picked up a few more Western buildings for them, but I thought, no, I've barely got enough space as it is at the moment, so one will have to do me from War Bases. There were some really cool terrain sellers there. Oh, Sarissa Precision were there as well. I nearly picked up a set of Gaslands templates from them, and I've got a set, but you know, they were nicer, but the struggle is real when it comes to wargaming, isn't it? Yeah, so a couple of the other ones I took a look at were, I picked up a card from Iron Gate Scenery. They do 3D printed scenery and miniatures. Really cool, really nice people. It's a really cool selection. I think I'm going to put an order on their website because I've seen an interesting looking poker table scale that'll fit nice in this saloon, which I don't believe they had any with them on the day. I did have a brief look, but I couldn't see any. So I think I'll put a little order in with them. The other one was actual size miniatures. Again, really cool stuff. I think they did a lot of like cannons and things like that, which were really interesting. There's a few people there sort of comments saying, oh god, this is what I really need for my game, and I couldn't buy them separately and things like that. But they produced them all separately and literally in actual size miniatures. You know, they fit scales really well, and I'm sure they'll rescale things for you if you needed. And this card I picked up was from All Hell Let Loose. Now, this was a demonstration game by, I'm going to forget the gent's name now. I want to say Charles Roundtree. Could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll put an annotation. But he was running a D-Day participation game, and I'm sure I'll put some footage in the video anyway. And you'll see in a couple of pictures. I might put a picture up over this if I can figure out how to do it. And it's just fascinating. I don't know what scale it was in because it was tiny, but there were so many people playing. So goodness knows how he kept track of the game, but it looked amazing. It was visually spectacular. And I believe he's done games in the past. There was a Battle of Scarif one, a Star Wars themed one, and there was another one I've seen, but again it escapes me. But yeah, be sure to check them out. allhellatloose.co.uk. I believe there's a rule set. Yeah, 6. Oh, there you go. It says right there underneath my hand, 6mm World War II wargame rules. But yeah, that was really interesting to see, and I think that was one of the best things about the day, to be honest, was that it was seeing games in action that, you know, usually you don't see. You know, you have your games you play. Like for me, I play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, Gaslands, I've got my bolt action stuff I'm putting together. You know, I've got a few box sets there that I need to get through. I've got my Dead Man's Hand I'm working through. I'm quite into my zombies, you know, my Walking Dead All Out War from Mantic. You know, it was interesting seeing the Napoleonics, especially in the 54mm, as it's something that never really crossed my mind. And, you know, I thought it was incredible. My son was he was in awe of it. I don't think he's ever seen anything so sort of vast and, yeah. But, no, it was a really, really good day. You know, we stayed for a couple of hours. We were there for good, I think we left at 12, got in obviously 10 o'clock it opened. I think we left at 12, because we were home for lunch like I promised the future wife. But, my son, bless me, you know, we did a lot of walking around there, a lot of back and forth from sellers and chatting to people, and just everyone there was just in a really good mood. And, you know, the guys from the St. Helens Spartans were just incredibly helpful, just from basic things. Like when I was looking for the grubby tanks chaps, I walked all around, couldn't see them anywhere, you know, as these things do. You know, you're just blind, aren't you, to things in front of you. And went up their little help desk sort of set up. Really, really nice gent there. Said to me, look, mate, you know, it's probably right in front of me. Said, you know, could you tell me where grubby tanks is, please? And he just smiled and laughed and said, he's right there. And literally, if I'd have turned around and looked to me right, the guy, you know, grubby tanks were right there. I said, oh, bloody hell, but yeah. Now, Andy from Grubby Tanks, I actually emailed him the day before, I think it was, about this. Says, no, you're taking any with you. I'm interested in purchasing one. He said, yeah, I'll put one aside for you. And I thought, you know, perfect. And he did. You know, got there and it was aside for me, and it was £13.50, something like that. So can't complain. Lovely, chunky, big. There's a bit of weight to it as well. About 10 inches long, I think. Lovely piece of terrain. It's going to look great on the board. Again, just another interesting piece people to talk about. You know, rock up somewhere to play a game, and you know your Blackhawk, your troops are coming in on crashes. Boom, there's your piece of crashed Blackhawk. But yeah, no. So it was a really, really good day, and I think they've done a really, really good job. And I'll certainly be going again next year. My son's already excited to go again next year. And they do a big bring and buy section as well, which that opened its doors at 10:30, and the queue for that was enormous. Safe to say, me and my son, we didn't pop in there at 10:30. We went on the way out, on the way home. So, you know, I assume all the good bargains were gone, but I wasn't really in the market for much. But he still rinsed me for some plastic soldiers and a couple of tanks, a couple of model tanks, which he's quite pleased with. He's playing with them. Yeah, no, it was just a great day. Really, really good atmosphere. Everyone was just happy. Everyone just seemed happy to be there. And you know, I can't say well done enough to the St. Helens Spartans gaming group. You know, solid event, and we'll definitely be going again. Yeah, so if you're in the northwest, be sure to check it out because it was great. It was a lovely, lovely day out. You know, me and my son enjoyed it. Nice, relaxed atmosphere. It was busy, but it wasn't too busy. It wasn't so busy that you were rubbing shoulders with everyone constantly. You know, there was time to chat to the people who were demoing games, and you know, everyone was keen to, you know, to show you their games and show you their paint jobs. And you know, we got a nice big smile out of someone when my son commented on there was what were they playing? There was a World War II game. It must have been in about 6mm, 15mm, something like that. And there was a gent who'd painted a German fighter plane like yellow and black stripes, and it looked really good. And my son was standing there looking. He said, "Look at that, Daddy." You know, he said, "That's really cool, isn't it? That's a really good job." And the gent who painted it was there, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you know, I painted that up," and I said, "Oh no, that's really cool." And you know, I think he was pleased with that, and just everyone was in a good mood. You know, even people like I was chatting to people about the Napoleonics and other historicals, and it's not really my scene, but when you see it in front of you, and you know the passion people have got for it, it's really, really nice. It's just a nice thing, you know, to see everyone happy about the hobby and different age groups interacting as well. You know, a lot of older people, you know, with their historicals and things like that, and you know, they're chatting, they're walking around, they're checking out, say, you know, younger people games or whatever, you know, more skirmish games that aren't like mass battle, and it was just nice family affair and really, really well put together. You know, all the traders were good, and you know, it was just a real good selection of from a consumer point of view. If you were there just to buy stuff, it was really good. You know, really vast variety as well, and yeah, good day out. Good overall. My son's keen to go again. So that to me is a seller. So I may yet get him into wargaming. He likes his tanks, he likes his soldiers, but he's not interested in playing yet. But one day, I'll whittle him down and he'll play. So yeah, that's it from me on this one. If I haven't already put some videos in of the day, you know, I only took a few. I'll put them in after this. And yeah, be sure to check them out. And thank you again to the St. Helens Spartans for putting it on. You know, very excited for next year already. And I'm definitely looking to go to more sort of wargaming conventions or shows or expos or whatever you want to call them. Definitely looking forward to going to more. You know, we've got we're going to go to the World War Boot one next month, and that's July the 27th in Airby on the Wirral. And then we're going to go to the Penkridge War Games tabletop sale in September. I think that's the 7th or 8th of September. Yeah, so you know, we're going to get out and about more, go and see a few more things, and you know, maybe do a couple of little videos on them as well. But that's all for now, guys. So if I haven't already, I'll put some clips on and some pictures on from Phalanx now at the end of the video. And thanks again for watching. It's really appreciated. If you're not already, you know, give us a little subscribe, give us a like, give us a follow, whatever you call it on YouTube. You know, we're still new to this, and you know, it's just exciting, isn't it, to share your hobby with other people. So yeah, so have a good one, guys, and hope to see you again soon in the next video. Cheers, guys. All the best.